Good morning, Cancer. I'm Kay with Intuition Tarot. I had some audio problems yesterday, so I'm going to try to do my best to speak clearly and succinctly. This channel was defunct for the last year, and I'm just starting it back up. So if you find that anything that I say resonates with you and you like my reading, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that it can grow. In the description box below, you can donate to the channel. You can check out my website, which you can order a personal reading from with me. I'm doing Zoom meetings right now, but I might branch out into pre-recorded readings later. There's also a list of the decks that I use. This morning I'm going to be using the Santa Muerte deck, and I'm going to be doing a ultimate relationship reading for Cancer. Now please keep in mind that this could be a romantic relationship at question, or it could also be a relationship with someone in your family or a friend or even a business partnership. Take it as it resonates. I've got 3 shuffles left, and I like to do it on camera so that my readings are transparent. So just, keep an open mind, and sometimes roles are reversed. I don't channel the person on your mind to try to read their exact emotions or thoughts. I describe a little bit why in my full mission statement on my webpage below, mentioned previously, where you can book personal readings. However, I do read the energy in the situation, and we are ready to begin. I hope you guys are doing well today. I say a quick prayer and then I'll lay down the cards. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, ancestors, with my best interest at heart, and universe, thank you for all my blessings. Please assist me in enforcing the decree that anything or anyone that is here without your or my express consent, invitation, or permission must leave now. Thank you, Spirit. Please guide my hands, the cards, and my actions today to best reflect your will and clarity and truth. Thank you, Spirit. Amen. Okay, here we go, Cancer. So I'm going to lay out the cards first, and then I'll go ahead and interpret them. Just takes a moment. I'm also going to be starting up a blog on my webpage that will have some just poetry in there and just general random thoughts. The website is still under construction, so please keep that in mind. And I also offer personalized avatar birth charts, which I know that birth charts are very easy to access on the internet for free. Mine are not free, but it's because I request that you send a photo if you're comfortable, and I do I make a personalized avatar of you and set it in the middle of a zodiac wheel, and it shows where all the planets and significant placements were at the time of your birth. And it requires time and place of birth also. And, for those who are not comfortable providing a photo, you can also get a birth chart without the avatar. I'm going to leave this last card face down so that we all see what it is together. It will be the final outcome. And I've asked Spirit to provide that outcome for approximately 6 weeks to 3 months out. All right. So, Cancer, I am looking at the past of the relationship, and we have the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is, of course, Cancerian energy, major arcana. Trying to figure out this camera, so bear with me here. It'll take me a little bit to get used to things again. The Chariot is all about moving forward with determination and willpower. It can be about victory and celebration as well. Things were moving forward at a decent pace. We move now, though, to the present. And I shouldn't say though. but it's not negative. We have the Page of Pentacles. This is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and it implies that you might be at a stage of the relationship where you're learning, and the Page of Pentacles can talk about a lot of different things. To me, it represents a student or someone younger, but since we're talking about the present state of the relationship, I'm kind of picking up a vibe that you're both bringing what you can to the table, even when it's small, to help contribute to the overall stability and security of the relationship. And you might also be approaching it from a student-like point of view, where you're trying to learn things about your partner in order to improve the relationship, or vice versa. Now moving on to you and your sort of current view or whatnot on the relationship. We've got the Tower, Major Arcana for, this glare is terrible, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, we'll have to figure that out. The Tower is Major Arcana for Aries and Scorpio energy, ruled by Mars. The Tower talks about like a shocking or a catastrophic event, realization, something that crumbles a foundation of something. So I'm looking at some of these other cards now as well and trying to take them into account in the trajectory of the reading and pick up intuitively. It could be that you recently found out something about the other person in this connection that made you sort of stop and realize that everything that you had believed about it up until this point was misled or was not accurate in some way. It could also be this person suddenly changing or trying to bring the relationship in a direction that you weren't prepared for. Let's continue. For where your partner stands or the other person in the connection. Right now we have the Emperor, Major Arcana for Aries energy. So this could mean that the person is married or in a commitment. It could mean that this person is a father. It could also mean that this person is very much set on marriage. They might be very firm in the relationship, maybe controlling on the more negative sense, but in a positive way, just wanting to lead the connection in a direction that is good for them. The Emperor is very focused and determined to rule. Now we have the positives of the relationship, and we see the Knight of Cups. I see this as Scorpio or Pisces energy. Can be Cancer as well, but I generally see the Queen of Cups as Cancerian energy. So for me as a reader, that speaks of Scorpio or Pisces. The positives would be that there is, there is romance in the relationship. One or both people in the connection is willing to approach and, be charming and put on their best face, be kind and loving, or, your or their love language might be words of affirmation, acts of service, actually taking action to keep the romance alive. Now, if it's not a romantic relationship, then, this person is willing to put their feelings about the situation on the table. They're very, open with their emotions, and so take that as it resonates. For the negatives, we have the King of Wands, which I see as Sagittarius, Leo energy. Of course, there's also Aries in there, but again, I usually associate the cardinal sign, parts of the element to be the queens. So for the negatives, I can see this tying into the Emperor a little bit. Perhaps, your partner, like I said, not channeling their feelings or thoughts directly, but with the Emperor and the King of Wands there, it's possible that this person can be very overbearing in a sense. They might have a lot of passion, and that can be a good thing. But if the relationship is all based on attraction or on, go, 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 we gotta win, anything of that nature, then of course I can see where that could be an issue. Also, it could be that one or both partners in the relationship is extremely attractive and knows it, very charismatic, and tends to draw in a lot of outside connections, whether purposely or not. Hopes for the connection, we have the Ace of Swords. That's air energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So the hope in this connection would be that the truth, that that there's always honesty. And, it may be a little bit unconventional, but I've even told partners in the past, if we're in a monogamous relationship, I'm not giving you permission to cheat, but if something happens and you let me know and kind of explain the situation, I'm human and I know that humans make mistakes and it's possible that it can be overcome. However, if you lie to me, that's a completely different issue. So, basically, yeah, just a truth in the relationship is a hope. For fear, we have the Queen of Wands. Very interesting, because earlier we saw the King, so this could be Aries energy. Fire in general, though, too. So, again, could also represent Leo or Sagittarius. So, the fear could be that this Emperor might, if they are already involved in some kind of commitment or connection, that they might wind up going back to the person that they're paired with or partnered with. It could also be, again, the whole cheating aspect. If you're in an exclusive connection, that this, the Queen of Wands gets a lot of bad press in tarot readings as the other woman and that type of thing. But I have some Leo in my chart, and, I have a lot of fire in my chart. And when I see the Queen of Wands come out as representing me, I don't see it as a negative thing. She's very much a powerful go-getter, often has psychic or occult abilities or powers. She's very sexy and attractive, and but that's not, even though she has that available to her to use, it's not her main. It's not like she's just out to seduce everybody or whatnot, but but she can be like the King, a little bit, kind of run roughshod over the feelings or opinions of others to get what she wants. And so fears in the relationship could be, again, the whole infidelity aspect, or just that maybe the relationship is only based on physical passion or sexual attraction, that type of thing. Next, we'll go to the aim card for the relationship. We have Strength, more fire energy, major arcana for Leo. Again, please bear with me here as I patiently try to figure out how to do things to the best angle. This is a beautiful deck. The Strength card, major arcana for Leo. So you want to aim for, an unwavering sort of attitude. Like, don't let doubts or fears about the connection ruin it. Obviously, you don't want to have a blindfold on and miss any red flags, but, if this is something that you're committed to and interested in growing, then it's saying to, have compassion, because strength is also about love and compassion. So go forth, with a strong attitude and intention, but also, have compassion for yourself. If you start to have insecurity or fears, just have compassion for yourself and just know that you can overcome those in the connection, whether it succeeds or fails. And I don't know that any connection ever really fails, because we always learn a lesson, but I'm not here to preach. Some of them can be really, really nasty, and they definitely feel like failure. So just be cognizant of your emotions at this time. For avoid in the relationship, Knight of Wands. Again, I kind of see that as Leo and Sagittarius energy. So you want to avoid rushing through things, in a hot-headed manner. Going out and, if you're, once again, relationships are so different nowadays, from person to person, that everybody's not interested in a monogamous exclusive relationship. However, if you are, or even if this has to do with business or family or friendships, you don't want to be spreading yourself too thin, going out there and exploring all the other options. And, if you are set on this connection, you don't want to keep it too open and exploratory. And you also don't want to get so caught up in your enthusiasm and passion and attraction that you can lose sight of other more fundamental aspects of the connection. Now we're on to environmental factors. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I'm getting a little more used to this now. And the Ten of Pentacles is Virgo energy. It's about generational wealth, family legacy, having all of your needs on this earthly plane taken care of. And if it doesn't have to do with material wealth, which in some cases it doesn't, it's just an implication of other types of security or stability. You know, perhaps you are the other person in the connection at question has a lot of spiritual gifts, you know, a lot of very strong ancestral or spirit team that's really got their back and taking them onward towards success. So as an environmental factor, I would say that, you know, there's wealth around the connection. This person could be from a, you know, they might have a lucrative business, or they might be part of a rich family, or you might. And so that's something that, even if you're not materialistic, it can have some, what's the word I'm looking for? It can have an effect on the connection, of course. And now we move to other people that may be influencing the connection. And we have the Page of Swords, air energy, so Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The Page of Swords talks about getting more information, exploring something mentally, getting as much information as you can. It's often noted as the spying card in tarot because it can imply that, and since it's in the other person position, that someone outside the relationship is keeping tabs. Now, if this Queen, King of Wands connection with the Emperor is, for some of you out there that resonates with, a married couple or a previous partnership, business partnership, or strong tie, then it could be that that person is keeping tabs on the relationship to see how it goes, or it could just be nosy or interested or concerned family members or friends who, you know, want to make sure that you or your partner is doing okay, and that the relationship's healthy, you know, because even though it's nobody else's business, sometimes people who really care about you will just be interested in what's going on, make sure that you're okay. I see that for that card. And usually I've mixed up the order a little bit, but it won't affect anything. I was going to, oh no I didn't. Okay, my bad. I just woke up, and I'm not used to doing these on camera, so please have patience with me. We're going to move on to act. So action's kind of an advice card from Spirit. We have the Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy. So an action to take would be just to be cognizant of the flow of give and take in this connection. You know, you want to be sure, and you know, I don't want to go with the stereotype that all Cancers are so giving and loving, and but in general, they do have a very sweet, loving side to them. They like to try to help people and be there for them, and sometimes they can feel like they're more of the giver in any given connection than the taker. And sometimes that's okay to a degree, but you want to be sure that in this particular connection, especially if you've had bad ones in the past, you don't want to be hyper vigilant where you're criticizing every little thing, but you do want to make sure that you are receiving what you need from the connection, and that you are also being fair and not selfish and contributing as much as you're able. Unknown factors now. We have the Knight of Swords, which I see as Aquarius or Gemini energy. Can also indicate Libra, and the signs don't always have to matter, you guys. I just like to say them for those who might be interested, or you know, that it might be a confirmation for them that this is their reading. So unknown factors, Knight of Swords. You may be, or your partner or other person in this connection might be about to get some startling news or truth. The Knight of Swords usually kind of rushes in recklessly, not maliciously or harmfully, because you know he's not in reverse, but just kind of like only focused on the truth. Now, you did have the Ace of Swords, which is what you're, saying you're hoping for truth in the connection. So this unknown factor could be that you're about to, get some more information that helps you to figure out how you want to move forward. And then we have the final outcome, which, like I said, even I don't know what it is. And it is the Four of Cups. Okay. Cancerian energy, specifically the third decan. So those of you born toward the end of Cancer. But that might not be relevant. The Four of Cups talks about, okay, a lot of you will know the standard, book meaning of the Four of Cups, which is about a missed opportunity, or feeling sort of apathetic and bored with what you have available at this time. Taken as a whole with all the other cards in this spread, I would say that you might start to feel, or your partner might start to feel, that this connection isn't fulfilling in some way. So it could be the truth that you may feel that you're lacking that could be coming in. Maybe that will clear things up. Or it could be, if this person is involved in another connection, that you feel like it's a missed opportunity because you're waiting for them to extricate themselves from that and it isn't happening. Or it just could be sort of a sense of boredom, like, if you or the other person walked away from another intense connection, you could just kind of be feeling a little down in the dumps right now, like kind of on cruise control. It doesn't mean that either partner doesn't care about the relationship, but right now they just might not be feeling completely fulfilled. And there are some issues here. Obviously there is in any connection. I don't see anything really horrible, but the Four of Cups as a final outcome does imply that there's probably something that needs to be addressed. So I'm going to leave it there. I am going to be working on, some things as far as my recordings go. I just got a new webcam, so I'm going to be paying attention to the video and audio, making adjustments as needed. Again, that's a new channel. I'd appreciate if you like the reading. Go ahead and subscribe. And even if you really didn't, if it didn't resonate with you today, you could check your other placements as they are uploaded and see how that goes for you. And of course, always donations are appreciated if you're so moved. And I am open for personal readings if you'd like to book one of those with me as well. As this channel grows, there will be other things that I integrate into the mix. So thank you guys for watching, Cancer, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.